What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kim Vision. Welcome back to another Token reaction video. It's the big one today. We finally have the album. It's here. I'm not supposed to be here is what it's called. It's 17 tracks, I believe. Yep, 17 tracks. Almost exactly an hour. A great length for an album. I have loved all three singles. You can go watch each of those individually on my channel. I will skip them in this one because if you really want to see them, you can go watch those. But I've said this in some of my other videos, but like, Token has been here from the beginning on my channel. Like, I think the very first two videos I ever released on my reaction channel was Token album reaction and then Corday album reaction. I think those were the two videos I did in the same day, and that's what started this whole journey. So it's only right to continue doing Token. I've been looking forward to this for a while. It's been a long time since that last album came out. So I kind of just want to get right into this because I've kind of talked about Token and my opinion on him and everything in my other videos, and I'm sure some of that'll come up anyway later in this video. But before we get started today, guys, like always, comment your favorite and least favorite song. I love starting a conversation like that in the comments. I love talking about music with you guys. And if you support this video, it'll just show me that you like music like this and you want me to do more of it. So without any further ado, this album is called I'm Not Supposed to Be Here by Token. And the first track is the title track.
Never too different.
Oh.
Yeah.
Starting off with piano, huh?
Alright. Yeah. At 13, I joined Cyphers in Boston. I took the train. My first time out the North Shore before touring to fame. Surrounded by these black and Spanish dudes, mid or late 20s. They could tell I lived a sheltered life, they still chose to respect me. I was timid, they were braver. I was spit, but they were better. Talking about much realer things, dead friends and gang pressure. I would just rap about rapping, but they still were never haters. Hugging my mom when they met her, told her son's gonna be major. My dad wasn't the bravest, so I looked up to those dudes as real men, my motivation. We're more talented than me, they set the bar that I was chasing. Fast forward, I'm the only one who made it. Now I'm not supposed to be here.
And that kind of lays it all out there, bro. Wow. We're getting personal quick.
My neighbors drive a Tesla, young daughter in the backseat. Get mad when I whip fast down the cul-de-sac, happy. My other neighbors are an older couple, maybe 60s. Probably worked their whole life to get that house and drive that Bentley. 4 levels, big door, long tall stairs. On the other side, there's a crib like theirs. 3 young kids, early 20s, no parents. Every Friday night, 8 other cars are next to theirs. And I wonder what they think. Do they even know there's just that one kid paying for it? The 2 others are his bros, getting used to a lifestyle they may never reach alone. They think that I'm doing them a favor, but I don't know. What happens when I wanna move or wanna be alone? Am I selfish? Do I trick my friends with life that ain't their own? 5-star meals, cleaning ladies are their norm. I love my fucking dogs, I do anything for them. I wanna take them with me everywhere, that's what I do it for. But all they gon' resent me if one day I cannot do it no more. Feel like I'm tricking fate and all these blessings might disguise a spoiled kid with homies. I gotta remind that we not supposed to be here.
Damn. I was getting so into that, like listening to everything. I hit my mic. I'm sorry. Wow.
It could be just coincidence or maybe fate planned it. The house that I moved into with my money from Atlantic was my dream house. Till I realized where I got the dream from. It looked exactly like my best friend's house in 7th grade. The same house I used to steal from. When he was out of town,
whoa,
I used to break it with my older friend and look around. And
wow,
take anything of value that I saw. The most ironic part about it all is that the kid who lived there wasn't just a friend. He was the only kid who convinced me to put my music on the internet. Without him, I never would be on these steps. Now this house is just a stark reminder of the bad friend I've always been. Liar that I've always been. Cheater and deceiver still. Lucky motherfucker, but know how to play the victim still. They tell me I fell off and fans defend me. Now it's okay. I promise I'm not even supposed to be here in the first place.
Bro. That's how we're gonna start. Holy shit. Those are so oh man. There were so many complex emotions and just intertwining perspectives that he laid out for us, like all in those 3 minutes. Man. And obviously I can't relate to that. I don't know any of those. I don't truly know what those complex feelings are like. I can imagine, like I can see where he's coming from, but I can't ever truly know how that feels. But that story is crazy. Feeling like you're not supposed to be here, but like because of the fame and your age and, you know, how you came up and how his life now is so different than it was. But at the same time, he needs to realize, like, he has earned this in more ways than one. Like, I hope one of these songs on this album is him realizing that he's worked hard for this. That was a crazy, like, little plot twist with his, the house he stole from when he was a kid. It was, like, the guy who helped him put his music out there, and that's what made him, like, get to where he is now. Like, that is a crazy, that's amazing songwriting. All right, next song. Enough ranting. Next one's called Never Me. Okay.
People got a house, they like to chillin', not me. Every time I try to chill, my brain don't go to sleep. I see open windows, I say, who the fuck living there? People who don't wanna either die or be a millionaire. Could never be me. Fuck that. Could never be me. Fuck that. Could never be me. Fuck that. Could never be me. Fuck that.
Okay.
Devil done got me, the money's the root of all evil, but I wanna see what they evil do. Want me, they gonna be dead or I'm gonna be great. I cannot do a thing in between the two. I get some haters repeating my name and it's all good and fun till I show them like Peter. Just thought he was either a liar or he was just too good at playing some hide and seek peekable. Hard to believe all these people are fake, but that's why when I see them, it's so much I'm seeing through. I'm always trying to convince a bitch I'm not a cheater, but I get a spot like a cheater do. I get a spot I can fuck you and lie to you, and then I get a spot I can save you. All of my homies belong in a prison, that's why we hang out, cause soon I won't be able to. Tired of being at funerals, dog.
All right, I'm tapped in. I was going to compliment his clarity. He pronounces every single word. It makes sense, right? Because I know for a fact he's inspired by Tech Nine, and I've heard Tech Nine talk about that same thing in interviews. It's like, at one point, Tech Nine said, like, you could say whatever you want, and it could be the dopest shit in the world, but like, if, you know, you're not pronouncing clearly, you know, it doesn't mean anything. Like, speed rap comes down to how much you can articulate every word, and I can understand everything Token's saying. Now, can I comprehend it and like recite it back to you, every single thing he said? No, this is my first listen, but I am picking up little things. Like, I was gonna mention, I just watched the new Beetlejuice. He had a bar in there about Beetlejuice. I just watched it for the first time last night, so that's a coincidence. But
could never be me. Fuck
run it
that.
back.
Could never be me. Fuck that. Could never be me. Fuck that. Devil done got me, the money's the root of all evil, but I wanna see what they evil do. Want me, they gonna be dead or I'm gonna be great. I cannot do a thing in between the two. I get some haters repeating my name and it's all good and fun till I show them like Peter. Just thought he was either a liar or he was just too good at playing some hide and seek peekable. Hard to believe all these people are fake, but that's why when I see them, it's so much I'm seeing through. I'm always trying to convince a bitch I'm not a cheater, but I get a spot like a cheater do. I get a spot I can fuck you and lie to you, and then I get a spot I can save you. All of my homies belong in a prison, that's why we hang out, cause soon I won't be able to. Tired of being at funerals, dog. Tired of trying to parent my mom. Tired of being the ex that the women don't talk shit about, cause I break up your heart alone. Somebody tell them they really should be putting blame on themselves for not keeping me hard enough. Fucked in the back of the Mercedes so many times I get a little horny when I start her. So many people I hit on my phone and I gotta be walking around with a charger. I'm independent with labels and bitches and living in family ties like a partner. If you see me in your city, I'll be in a hoodie and ball in my face like I'm Arthur.
God damn it, bro. If you guys heard that sound effect, I forgot those were on, bro. My OBS has sub sounds on, so somebody just subscribe to the channel right there. Shout out to Alfredo Manson if you're watching. That's his username. That's hilarious. We'll wind it back. My immersion, bro. You ruined my immersion.
Tired of being the ex that the women don't talk shit about, cause I break up your heart alone. Somebody tell them they really should be putting blame on themselves for not keeping me hard enough. Fucked in the back of the Mercedes so many times I get a little horny when I start her. So many people I hit on my phone and I gotta be walking around with a charger. I'm independent with labels and bitches and living in family ties like a partner. If you see me in your city, I'll be in a hoodie and ball in my face like I'm Arthur. People got a house, they like to chillin', not me. Every time I try to chill, my
he had an Arthur bar, that cheetah bar.
I say, who the fuck living there? People who don't wanna either die or be a millionaire. Could never be me. Fuck that. Could never be me. Fuck that. Could never be me.
Yo, this one is for the shows.
Could never be me.
This is such an easy call and response.
I've always been a leader, can't relate to a follower. You type of guy wafted up only to act like Bossifer. What's on my wrist got her chest beating like heart rate monitor. She'll be your loss, I'll be her throat lozenge if I wanted her. I've never been good at just chilling, that's when a demon visits. She say I'm too busy to me means good job living. Tell my mom you ain't rolling blue, you get the girl shook and panicked. I'm so good on my own, might wanna go get a pussy planet. Everyone talking about me this second, I'm leaving this so much they don't wanna say to me. Waking up with a bad feeling, I'm turning into everything that I said I'm afraid to be. Cannot be saving a hoe, but ironically all of them salty and all of them savory. The only reason I'm telling a lot of the bitches for her benefit is okay with me. I wanted my girl to cheat on me so it could be easier breaking up with her quietly. That was the reason I always encouraged her to go to Hollywood, New York, and Miami. One thing I don't like about being better than all of these rappers is no one is trying me. I'm gonna fuck up my son and then he's gonna fuck up his son to continue the dynasty. People got a house, they like to chillin', not me.
You can't have that attitude, bro.
My brain don't go to sleep. I see open windows, I say who the fuck living there?
Wow.
People who don't wanna either die or be a millionaire. Could never be me. Fuck that. Could never be me.
Fuck that.
Could never be me. Fuck that. Could never be me. Fuck that.
I love the little hint of sarcasm throughout that whole song. It could never be me, bro. Could never be me. But like the bars he's spitting are like, I'm gonna fuck up my child and then he's gonna fuck up his child and we'll continue the dynasty. Like, bro, what? Like, clearly the hook is sarcasm, right? Because like when you're in the process of blowing up, you're like, that could never be me. Like, I'm never gonna turn into this. But then you're like, you become a product of your environment. I saw him post something on social media today, actually. He was like, my first album started my journey. You know, I blew up because of it. My second album was explaining how I'm dealing with my new life, my new fame. And then this album is meant to say how he has adjusted and how he plans on moving forward. So that's super cool. I just wanted to add that context for you guys if you weren't aware of that. But the next one's Duck Hunter. You can go watch my reaction on that, and we're going to move on to Friends. That's a groovy bass. Damn.
I met a girl who was the last in line to at a meet and greet. She was by herself, tattoos up and down her sleeve.
Okay.
She told me about a dead parent and brother who OD'd. She said she was about to end it all until she heard me.
What the
I
fuck?
did my best to understand, it's just hard to believe. Nobody in my crew heard her cause she spoke real quietly. She was a pretty girl, a body I didn't notice till she left. My bro saw her and complimented her dress. He followed her and offered her a drink around the corner. The venue bar was closed, but not for us, we're the performers. I know my bro well, I know his type. I didn't stick around, I hit the hotel for the night. But I'm sure she went with him. I mean, that shit is dope. She met the artist that changed her life. Then she got to hang with his bro when she heard stories about the artist and what he's like when he's at home. And she's appreciative so much it might be hard to tell him no.
Okay, I am getting a really weird feeling. Like, I mean, this is a very vivid storytelling song already. And I really like how he has this, like, in his locker, you know? Like, he can just pull something like this out. I mean, every single song so far has had, like, a direction. But this is, like, clearly the most straightforward storytelling song so far. I can tell there's gonna be something that goes wrong, and there's just like a tinge of like, he's definitely egotistical. I've said this in other reaction videos, but like the toxic masculinity is crazy in some of his lines. The more I listen to him, like the more I realize like how many like disgusting like sex bars he has, but they're funny. Like it's those type of bars that like make you roll your eyes, but they're actually like super clever. Like he has more and more of those.
My music spoke to her, but when she spoke to me, I had a friend behind the scenes. My friend isn't a creep, but he don't know what a fan is. I'm why she didn't take her life, but I'm also why my friend took advantage. I don't know who she blamed, but I can't imagine that she still look at me the same. And when she hears my music, I wonder what's first to enter her head. Her brother who OD'd or waking up inside my friend's bed.
That's so messed up, bro.
I met this kid when I was 14, he was 23. Almost 10 years on me, but we were like family. 200 rappers from Massachusetts. He'd come over to my house and hug my mama like she his. Up to 4 a.m. recording songs and making playlists. Driving home and talking about what life's gonna be like when we make it. He called me crying one day. I said, bro, is everything okay? He said, bro, everything is straight. I got a daughter on the way.
I'm pretty sure all of the verses are going to be about a different one of his friends. The moral of the story, when she listens to my music now, how is she going to perceive me based on like the experiences she's had around my music? And I mean, that makes sense. Like, that's a good moral of the story, because like clearly like what people think of Token is important to him. And like when somebody hears his music, he doesn't want them to think about like the time like something went bad, like her friend dying, or what, or was it her brother died? I don't know.
Songs and making playlists, driving home and talking about what life's gonna be like when we make it. He called me crying one day. I said, bro, is everything okay? He said, bro, everything is straight. I got a daughter on the way. I knew this girl, she was special. Hang with us at the stew, throwing words out the freestyle. She gave birth a healthy child, Rose a father, shit was wild. By the time they potty trained her, I was starting to go viral. By the time she was like 4, I was just beginning to tour. He was watching me from his phone, happy for me but wanted more. We would always talk about the only losers is the ones who quit. My success showed him it's possible, so he stayed at my crib.
Hell yeah.
My trips to Cali put me in a room with millionaires. I come home with stories, he said, dude, I gotta get out there. I said it could change everything, never mention his kid. He just remembered what we said about people who decide to quit. That girl needs a father, but dreams need pursuit. So when I moved to LA, my dog did too. In hopes to make it big, and my success is what encouraged it. And that encouragement had left the little girl fatherless. Cause talking every day turned into talking every week. And years fly quicker every year, you blink an eye and she's a teen. And now you're in the land of dreams, but worse, you're in the land of dreamers. You don't stand out in the slightest, got no motion, got no features, got no fans, and got no tours, they got no bread for plane tickets. Got your daughter's phone number, but get no answer when it's ringing. She made up her mind about you. And being Token's homie doesn't hold weight like it used to. Me and my bros still hang, I ain't see his daughter since the high chair. I moved out of Cali, but he started a new life there. I feel his pain, I never mentioned there's no purpose for me. So when we get together, I just tell him more stories. And he tells me about his single that he's waiting on a mix for. I still give encouragement, cause that's all I'm good for. But he never gonna make it. And what's the biggest loser?
Damn.
Look, a quitter or a deadbeat dad in Hollywood. That's my dog though.
What? You can't just say all that shit and then and then you say, but that's my dog though. Like, what the hell? This hook is disturbing for some reason. There was just something off about this whole song. Like, it was a really cool song. I mean, like, there was just like a subtlety of like just darkness in that song. Like, I knew that wasn't going to end well. It was like started off so cute. Like, yeah, one of my best friends I made music with growing up, like, met a nice girl, had a kid, and then spiraled out of control. So both of those stories then tie in with the fact that Token has had effects on people, and like for the worse. And I think he's admitting that. So he's like processing all this. That's really interesting. Like, there's some really like complex stories on this album already, like very complex feelings. All right, this next song features Ren, who I have not done a reaction to in a while, but we probably have quite a bit of Ren fans watching this who are waiting for this. So this was What Does Your Love Look Like? I'm excited for this.
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me.
Stop. That's got to be Ren on guitar. It's got to be. I'd be very disappointed if it's not.
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? 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 As much as I do wanna love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages. Your house had a gate and mine had instigated, so that's the environment we feel safer in. You thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard dad say I love you with mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me, cause you always choose to. You wanna know where I be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load up. I didn't know where until 124 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn, I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye.
Like, he's just zooming through all of these, like, crazy stories. Like, he'll just mention his dad dying in next bar. Like, just, like, there's so much packed into this is what my point is. Like his manager raising him to be a better rapper than a good man. Like, that's a big deal. And you're just gonna drop that and then off to the next bar. Like, man, that's crazy. We're, like, fast forwarding through his life so quickly.
Phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn, I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye. I'm used to it all, so you don't gotta hold back and cry. But I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be.
Wow.
You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What is your
I kind of like this little hook. It's nice.
I'm not right for you, but I won't get up and leave. Cause I hate the pain that is colour my veins, that is present in solitary. What does your love look like? Does it look black and white? Is it your kryptonite? Do all your demons get louder at night and the voices get softened when we're intertwined? I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and effect made me hate the way that I feel when the loving gets real. Cause I just wanna run and escape the pressure that paints me. Pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes. Pressure of bravely.
All right. We're running it back. Okay, Ren sounds so good on this. Like, the way he layered his vocals sounds awesome, and the way the beat came in, it like built with him. That was so cool.
I won't get up and leave.
Right here.
Cause I hate the pain that is colour my veins, that is present in solitary. What does your love look like? Does it look black and white? Is it your kryptonite? Do all your demons get louder at night and the voices get softened when we're intertwined? I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and effect made me hate the way that I feel when the loving gets real. Cause I just wanna run and escape the pressure that paints me. Pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes. Pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy. So my therapist said that these wounds that I kept were created when I was a kid. And just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceiving and cheating and lying. The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying, but still she forgives. This cycle repeats, every night I try to sleep, hearing the screams through concrete, mothering peace, a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him, the words that he spoke cutthroat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created. And I've made mistakes, but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast then, cause I gotta be a new Ren. Strong
Wait,
for my sis and my mum.
he lost his dad too? That's a crazy parallel, if that's true. Or did I hear that wrong?
Turned to face him, the words that he spoke cutthroat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created. And I've made mistakes, but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast then, cause I gotta be a new Ren. Strong for my sis and my mum at a loose end. Confused but moving through the confusion.
I never knew that about him.
What does your love look like? Does it tear your inside? Does it keep you up at night? My brother. Does it make you feel like a fist in the windpipe? Suffocate the feeling of what love's meant to feel like. Navigating clean, but I'm still not quite right. One night stand, make the pain stop one night. One more heart to the blade of my cold night. What does your love look like?
Oh my god, dude. I think
You realize how hard that I work and you told me you feel for me.
Hold on. I think this is Ren's song, bro. I think Ren completely took over this track. Arguably one of my favorite Ren verses. That was so enjoyable. There was so much packed in there about his life, and it was emotional, and it was produced well, and his vocals were mixed perfectly, layered well, like everything. Oh my god.
What does your love look like?
Melody's catchy.
You realize how hard that I work and you told me you feel for me. If I lost all my motivation tomorrow, would you still love me? It's easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down and you leaving. You can't even give me an answer cause you never seen it, and that's why it's hard to believe it. If you needed help but I'm too far away, is it over for you? Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even though I still could be the soul for you. Maybe we are meant to be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues, too many issues at play. You yell fast, I get quiet, you wanna see more passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to, so no, I don't have it. I grew up afraid to see holes in a wall in a room that was locked from inside. I promise I'm used to it all. You don't gotta ever hold back and cry.
Wow, that was a crazy good song. I love that. Kumquat. Kumquat is the next track. Oh. Oh yeah. Bro, I was gonna say, this album is so dense so far.
Spill come down a quad like a kumquat. I'm a big dog, get it off like a bus stop. Got the whole crowd off the ground like a jump shot. Find a good fuck on, then I fuck off. I'll be closed off, I'm crossed like a trust fall. Spit so hard, rip lung like a blunt cough. Got a bad friend, dead dad, and a hurt mom, and I love them all the same.
Oh my.
Camp in her hips is a hippocampus. Hold her hips like a poshy, a hippopotamus. Grip so new, gotta put the clip inside the.
Alright. I need to collect myself. Let me finish my thought first. I was going to say, this album is so dense so far. I have been recording for much longer than I normally do, through 5 songs. And that's great. That is what I hope for. Every time I sit down and do an album reaction, this is super impressive so far. And we're finally at the bangers. Like, what I've heard from Kumquat so far, leading into Feral, that's crazy. That's a crazy 2-banger run on your album.
Mom and I love them all the same. Go to camp in her hips is a hippocampus. Hold her hips like a poshy, a hippopotamus. Grip so new, gotta put the clip inside the crib. Whip so mean, gotta give a whipping on my whip. Spit so stupid, never read a book, but a book. Fit so stupid that I get a look, every look. Bitch so bougie, gotta feed the puss, octopus. She took me off the street, she like my curfew. Fly get shit at and we called it a bird flu. I can't commit, I got trauma to work through. So you gotta blame yourself if I hurt you. I was the only one who started balling when I saw the car from a ladder to hearse. My dad's apartment was so fucking dirty, a part of me thinks he was meant for the dirt. Grandpa's a veteran, I was a poet. I don't think he saw me as someone respectable. Only thing we had in common is cancer was terminal, and I was always in terminals. Last time that he was in Germany, he was attacked, he pulled out, started shooting bullets at him. I think of him every time I'm in Germany, inside a grouping and shooting my kids at him. Bill come down a quad like
What
a
the hell?
Big dog, get it off like a bus stop, got the whole.
We're rewinding. Did he just say, was he still talking about his dad there?
His cancer was terminal, and I was always in terminals. Last time that he was in Germany, he was attacked, he pulled out, started shooting bullets at him. I think of him every time I'm in Germany, inside a grouping and shooting my kids at him. Bill come down a quad like a kumquat. I'm a big dog, get it off like a bus stop. Got the whole crowd off the ground like a jump shot.
He just said he thinks about his dad whenever he's fucking a bitch in Germany.
Spit so hard, rip lung like a blunt cough. Got a bad friend, dead dad, and a hurt mom, and I love them all the same. Go to camp in her hips is a hippocampus. Hold her hips like a poshy, a hippopotamus. Grip so new, gotta put the clip inside the crib. Whip so mean, gotta give a whipping on my whip. Spit so stupid, never read a book, but a book. Fit so stupid
This is
that I
such
get a
a
look, every
ridiculous
look.
hook.
Gotta feed the puss, octopus. Put so many toxins in my system, Dracula wouldn't even touch a vein of mine. Put so many pillows on my bed that I can't even find a girl I just was inside. Put so many words
my
inside
God,
a song,
bro.
they were fucking crazy to memorize. Put so many demons in my verse that my suicide note will probably rhyme. Every thought I have is sick enough to make an EMT say TMI. Only riding when I'm drinking, my kids hit her IUD and got a DUI. When I die, I want my legacy to be 1,000 women hating men the same way. All these flight delays are just preparing me for heaven's gates when they say the gate change. Still come down a quad like a kumquat. I'm a big dog.
Bro, I was like 2 songs early when I said he makes those type of bars, like the sexual bars.
Go to camp in her hips is a hippocampus. Hold her hips like a poshy, a hippopotamus. Grip so new,
Yeah, I think it was in Friends when I said whatever about his toxic masculinity. 2 songs later, here we are.
Hey, what's up, Toby? This your boy Cam, bro. I've been thinking about you, man. I know why you fell off. I know exactly why you fell off. Step 1, to get you back on track, you gotta set that black.
Bro, he's dropped 2 albums, and he's like,
all the time, this shit. Figure the fuck out, bro.
How old is he?
probably
Like
stink, by the way.
23?
2, we gotta change the hair. Hair's terrible. Hair's insane. I don't know if you noticed or not, but you fucking famous, dog. Stop going to fucking supercut. That white lady is fucking you up. You understand that? She giving you that good old fashioned fuck up too, dog. You don't care about your image no more or something, brother?
All right, you can go watch my reaction to Feral. Feral is a crazy music video. That was probably my favorite music video. All right, but now we have Sarah's song. This already sounds like it could be a personal one. Oh yeah. Whose vocals are these? I'm looking it up. That sounds good as hell.
Here's a story that I never thought that I would tell. About me and a girl sophomore year, pure as hell.
Oh no.
I never talked about it, not cause how she'll be affected. Truthfully, I don't care. I was more worried about myself. First girl I ever liked that finally liked me back. Geeked out when I heard about that. Still a virgin, scared to talk to girls, rocking a XX black t-shirt, but still sweating out the back. I had a thing with her. TV shows after school, I would binge with her. First girl I held the hand of, first girl I bought dinner. First girl I met the mom of butterflies at every picture I would see.
Okay.
You should have felt my heart go. I never knew what to say, so she started every convo. She had more experience, she showed me things to prove it. First girl who ever found interest in my music. She had a passion too, she liked to act, she was amazing. Showing up to her plays like my girl's about to be famous. We hit some parties too, she was a drinker and I wasn't. Kissing me in front of my friends and poking fun at me for blushing. I went viral for the first time, so rumors started to move. Token has a famous friend, Token might leave school soon. Till this one rumor came next. Last night, I heard Token forced a girl to...
Oh yeah, that ruins many parts of your life. That's...
The first person who asked me about it, I thought that he was playing. Second person who asked me about it, I started replaying. The night I had with my girl confirming everything was normal. Fourth person who asked me about it, I started looking for her.
Oh God.
Ain't no way she telling lies. You know how rumors travel when your name is on the rise. Little internet fame, but I was a shy. Confrontation wasn't my move, but I had to. I found her in the gymnasium by the athletes. When she saw me, she smiled at me. I was confused. Before I could confront, she ran up to me and she gave me a hug. I told her about the rumor and I asked her where it's from. She replied, what the fuck? Why would I say that? I felt stupid, I said sorry. I walked away thinking that 4 other people were trolling me. The 5th person who told me about it, my whole thing in reverse. The 8th person who told me about it said they heard it directly from her. But she denied it all the same.
Bro,
I started to feel like I'm attending one of her
the
plays.
gaslighting's crazy.
I never hit her up after and she never hit me up. I left school soon after trying to get my career up. The more stories I heard, I knew damn well she was the author. My friend was like, she must just be jealous of the spotlight.
I mean,
Jealous
yeah.
she getting established. She wanna be an actress. Maybe she just method acting. I told him he was tripping. I had barely built a buzz. Half the town took her side. I stopped fucking with everyone.
Bro, he is so good at clear... Oh my God. His storytelling is so clear.
My intro to relationships left me with bad blood. Maybe that's why I'm so anti-relationship, I don't trust.
Yup.
I told my girl the story before I took out the pen. She said she's not surprised and I didn't know what she meant. Now I think I do. The man that gets commitment don't commit cause he don't know who he's committed to. And I'm not proud of that, but it's my experience. Honestly, not being tied down held my career and shit, so I'm not even tripping. I hope that girl just lead her more, cause she good at it. Just don't do around me no more. I'm sure she don't imagine she had big impact on me before, but she probably the reason I don't trust who I get feelings for.
That's probably not a good thing, bro. It's interesting that he's seeing the positives and the negatives in it. Like, he's very self-aware. It's pretty mature to reflect on it like that and write a very clear song about it. Holy shit, that was so heavy, bro. If anyone's watching and you're still in high school, or I mean even college, like, it's almost been 10 years since I graduated from high school. All right. People say I look younger than that, but anyway, looking back on high school, shit like that, like rumors and gossip, it's so stupid stupid. It's so dumb. Like, looking back, it's just, and it has such an impact on each individual person, because that's when you're developing, like, your brain's still developing. Like, those are like a lot of people say high school, college, like, those are the best years of your life. And like, when you experience something like a rape accusation, messes with you forever. Like, that is not something to joke about. Like, man, so if you're in high school and you hear that shit, or like you see like any form of bullying, like, if you stick up for it, never regret doing that. I guarantee you. You'll probably look back on that moment later in your life and be like, I'm really proud of myself for doing that shit. But that made me a little emotional, just because it's such a heavy story. But next track is called What Am I Waiting For?
I change how I look, how I talk, how I act. I change even more, I'm no longer yours. Only thing I don't change about me.
We haven't heard him sing yet, really.
What am I waiting for? My grandma said I want to visit you to get that LA view, but I might die before I ever get the chance to. I found a subject I could change to avoid the awkwardness and realizing the painful truth. But I wish I gave her honesty. I know losing memories is frustrating beyond belief, and every day there's a new body part to let a doctor see. But all that aside, how do you say that so casually? What does death mean to you? All your friends dying, does it bring stress to you? Do you think about it? Like, will it hurt at all? When will my whole life be compressed into a phone call?
Ooh.
Like, yeah, she's gone. I wanna make her last years be a gift from God, but it's a losing game, cause I got the news today. It's funny how no matter how ahead you are, you're too late.
Wow.
I change how I look, how I used to have reoccurring dreams about death. So ever since you brought it up, I've been sleeping less. I know what you gon' say, I'm too young to be going through it, but can I ask you some questions as the closest one to it? You so open about it, so I'm curious. Do you think an afterlife will be luxurious? Do you think it'll treat you as good as Jersey did?
Yes.
Do you think you'll see your husband? I'm just trying to picture what it's like to be you. 3 kids, 5 grandchildren, all come from you.
Wow.
Maybe because of us, your life has a different meaning and a view, and you're happy to live, but you don't have to. I just can't relate. My life is everything and I'm trying to make it great, but it's a losing game, cause I got the news today. It's funny how no matter how ahead you are, you're too late. I change how I look, how I talk, how I act. What am I waiting for? On our phone call, you tensed up when you mentioned death. It still bothered me cause I want you to be content. It was the middle of the night, I guess that's what most happened. Did you find contentment or not even know what happened? The questions I don't have any answers to upset me, until I realize they're not meant to be. Maybe that's what's beautiful about the rollout. Grandma Tuesday, I'ma be crying my soul out. My birthday's coming up, and even if you lived past it, I still change the subject every time you hinted at it. Cause I'm not even supposed to know till I'm supposed to know. And until I'm supposed to know, I'll be hoping I don't. I'll be hoping I don't. I wish I did more for you, but I know it's a losing game. I got the news today. It's funny how no matter how ahead you are, you're too late.
What is the purpose of this? The purpose is to say, I don't give a... If you say it one more time, I'm gonna slap you. I mean, your mother distraught. So the character is...
I change how I look, how I talk, how I act.
Oh my god, bro. I mean, I can relate to this song quite a bit. By the sound of it, like, mine and his grandma, pretty similar. Wow. Wow. Well, I didn't expect a song about his grandma. That was powerful, bro.
Hey, number 3, man, stop it.
Wait, before we get started, I wanted to say I was trying to look up the lyrics on Genius because I was wondering like how much are entered. There wasn't a single thing on that song, so that's why I don't have the lyrics pulled up for this album, guys. That's just the downside of reacting to an album right when it comes out, but I can experience the album as a whole that way without focusing you know, diverting my focus on something else. So, but the next song is Odd One Out, and I have a feeling we're gonna get a banger after those two very heavy songs. At least I hope we do.
And number 3, man, stop bringing up that your father did. Nigga, we get it. For you gonna tell me every song, bro? Come on, bro. I got problems too, nigga.
Bro,
all the time, nigga. Come on,
I feel
bro.
so bad because I was that crossed my
Voices in
mind.
head over capacity. Who's gonna shut down this club? She see the good man that's buried in me, but she just isn't digging enough. Maybe one day she gonna find him, but find out it's not worth the effort to strut. Her pretty ass out of my life like everyone does. Fuck. I get a sleeve of 10 nips and I tuck it and call it a 10-wheeler truck. Cause that's what I travel the world with, and it gets me going if I end up stuck. If she end up falling in love, I adjust and I put her on nice like a puck. Get a pretty ass out of my life cause everyone does. Leave me alone.
I had a feeling the bass was gonna be crazy when this came in.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Grandma just died and I wonder what the afterlife is like. Is she gon' watch me while I rap? Is she the reason for my mama's eating problem? Probably got reincarnated as a fat bitch. Grew up Jewish, but I'm turning Buddhist. I was almost atheist. One day I'll be a Catholic. That's to paint the picture. Just I'm not devoted. I am to my girls and friends and wants and passions. Who will I be by the end of this month?
The reincarnated as a fat bitch. That line is wild. That is crazy. I was just gonna make a comment on the pacing of the album too. Like, I knew this was gonna be a banger, and I was right. Not to mention a continuation of, well, not a continuation, but there was a reference to his grandma, which is what the whole last song was about. So like, this is very well planned out.
My mama's eating problem, probably got reincarnated as a fat bitch. Grew up Jewish, but I'm turning Buddhist. I was almost atheist. One day I'll be a Catholic. That's to paint the picture. Just I'm not devoted. I am to my girls and friends and wants and passions. Who will I be by the end of this month? Life is just like chess, and every night the liquor fuck a bishop. That's the world we live in. I was never good at staying in touch.
Oh my god, I've never heard that used before. Yo, the hardest bar I heard in the Lil Wayne freestyle as well. I didn't react to that on the channel because I couldn't stop myself from watching it. I must be Egyptian because all my peers are mid, or something like that. That is a crazy. That's like the best bar from Token I've heard in a while.
Life is just like chess, and every night the liquor fuck a bishop. That's the world we live in. I was never good at staying in touch. Only call my people back after they pass, like I don't pick up. And pass my bro the phone, osteoporosis, I'm back to the bone. Homie growing, we were hair like chaperone. He took Adderall like it's a chaperone. If it get too lit, it's having traffic home. Paris at my home, that's the catacombs. Ask us how the clothes, have a tag from Rome. Baddies at the shows, act like grabbing goals. Have a bastard goal and pass like Pat Mahomes. Fuck, voices in my head at over capacity. Who's gonna shut down this club? She see the good man that's buried in me, but she just isn't digging enough. Maybe one day she gon' find him, but find out it's not worth the effort to strut. Her pretty ass out of my life like everyone does. Fuck. I get a sleeve of 10 nips and I tuck it and call it a 10-wheeler truck. Cause that's what I travel the world with, and it gets me going if I end up stuck. If she end up falling in love, I adjust and I put her on nice like a puck. Get a pretty ass out of my life cause everyone does. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
This beat is hard as fuck. Oh my
Leave me
god.
alone.
Woo!
Leave me alone. I'm so disassociated, I feel like it wouldn't even be real if I crashed the coupe. Told my mom that I was having thoughts of death instead of helping me, she said me fucking too. Life is all connected, every time I get a beat I find an older verse and try to beat it. Life is all connected, if you get deep enough inside of her, she gon' look for deeper meanings, everything is meant to be. I remember watching Intervention and I saw my sister on the screen. Should've listened to my intuition 15 years later when she clean. But her little brother told the world about his secrets, never safe from me.
Damn.
Fuck it, let me be a piece of shit in peace. Ain't it funny, other homies turn into the people that they promised me they wouldn't become. I'm the only reason that they got a bit of confidence, I didn't know they taking it run.
Oh my god.
Everybody bragging at me about getting a hoe or a car or a new designer hoodie or a gun. Honestly, I miss when homies didn't feel like they had to do something cool around me to have fun. That shit is lame, feel like the only one that didn't change. Turned out my dad's parents had money, dad died, then mom retired, strange. I'm losing trust in everyone these days. Dad couldn't walk, but he still walked away. When I die, don't put money in the grave. Share it so they can make the same mistakes. Then leave me alone.
Oh my god, bro.
Leave me
This
alone.
is one of my favorites. It's gotta be.
Leave me alone.
Yo.
Leave me alone.
I was not expecting that flow switch, bro.
And we tired of hearing that rappity rap bullshit. Oh, this and that.
What
Man,
is
let's take some,
this?
bro. Hooks and verses. That's what we need, nigga. Stop doing all this extra bullshit, bro.
That was such a crazy transition, bro. What? We'll let it play.
Dad told me doing coke in college barely affected him. If he was
Damn.
still alive, I get him better shit. He
Damn.
never hit my mom, but he her reason why depression hit. Every good man has an edge to him. Every good man has an edge to him. She don't want me to leave, she got me edging with her. Didn't act like a baby, my nanny was a devil sitter. Devils under the ground, cause she kept grounding me every winter. Every summer, fall to spring, like plumbers on a sink. I stick my hand in drama, puncture off my rings. The girl spoke to me more politely than our butlers talk to kings. I fucked her off a kick, but Joshua always sings and Rugbirds always stinging. My patience is always thin enough to jump to modeling. Back off what?
Oh my god, bro. That is the dirtiest bass. That is rumbling my ears. That is crazy. We need a name for this type of token. The one that uses that voice, like, well, you guys are probably token fans if you're watching this. You know the Hawk Tua freestyle? Like that delivery he uses, and he uses like so many like sexual bars and like just like says wild shit. Like we need a name for that type of token. There might be one. Let me know. But like that's the type of token we're getting right here.
The kings, I fucked her off a kick, but Joshua always sings and Rugbirds always stinging. My patience is always thin enough to jump to modeling.
Back up before I call the scene and have your mama them letting out awful screams. It's me and Token, ISO and niggas. Don't gotta call a screen. We Luke and LeBron James off the lean and the ball of beans. Smoking on the split fully a best friend. My clip full on the West End. No religious rituals, I just sin. This just in. The Southside villain back on the street with a Mac in his Jeep, and he clap if you asking for beef. You cats looking weak. You asking for peace? Ask for the beast. The lead
Oh my
or then
God.
you mask your fleece. Then jump back in the wagon here and do the dash from police. Heard he was stressed before we shot him. I hope he passed the relief. Pussy.
Marco, lower that beam.
He just hit his likes.
I know what that mean.
His features.
I've never heard of
I know
Marco
what that
Plus,
mean.
bro.
He blame TikTok.
Yeah, I know what that mean. Marco,
He only
lower
has
that
35,000K
I know what
listeners
that
a
mean.
month.
He mad at his label, and his show was only filmed from one angle.
Yeah, I know what that mean. I wanted my grandma to see my house, but she just passed. I hope she's in heaven, appreciating the view I have. Mom never dated after my dad. I had no stepdad. That's how I want all my pictures to be after I leave the ass.
Holy
Make
shit.
them hate man forever. I hate her, ain't
No.
legend ever. My pages, they epicenter. At 8, they ain't check my temper. My brain just ain't getting better. They made me take tests to measure like day-to-day Helen Keller. My aiming ain't
Oh
ever
my
better. I made this break
God.
MJ's record. Her days of straight rest and pleasure like Labor Day stretch forever. I was only a kid. I guess those ladies say sex offenders. Cause my dick wasn't grown-ups more than David Spade, Adam Sandler. My anger rate rather banners on stage like they backup dancers. My lady say have some manners. She ain't a straight happy camper. My bank's like extravaganza. My saving grace, that's the answer. I make mistakes bad as the amateurs who raised the late Adam Lanza. All of my friends are dead. They got the face who they cast as Chandler.
Bro, I was dwelling on that grown-ups bar for so long, bro. I just couldn't get past that. Oh my god, the Adam Sandler and David Spade. Oh my god.
I made this break MJ's record. Her days of straight rest and pleasure like Labor Day stretch forever. I was only a kid. I guess those ladies say sex offenders. Cause my dick wasn't grown-ups more than David Spade, Adam Sandler. My anger rate rather banners on stage like they backup dancers. My lady say have some manners. She ain't a straight happy camper. My bank's like extravaganza. My saving grace, that's the answer. I make mistakes bad as the amateurs who raised the late Adam Lanza. All of my friends are dead. They got the face who they cast as Chandler. Bathing like Matthew Perry, but it's bathing Ape.
Rest in
Propaganda,
peace.
The sickness behind my bars like it makes when they battle cancer. My capital is conquered. I should change my name as New Hampshire.
Cruising through the opposition block with pistols cocked to get a drop. We hopping
Oh
out the
my
fucking whip.
God.
I'm sick of spitting blocks. My aim is bad. Pop up out the bushes and I flame his ass. Thought he was acting wild, but he wasn't lying. I had to tame him fast. I done put the beam up on his head, but this ain't laser tag. I signed the right nation. That niggas hate me like they Damon Dash. He told his bitch to stop playing my music. That shit make him sad. An artist by commission. This hoe paying me to paint her ass. I like Bob Ross, but my boss. Let off shots, your dog lost. Hop in the whip, then haul off. Raising pistol homes. Me and my dogs kill all of his dogs. I'm Victor Holmes. We looking like some fucking chain smokers. How many cigs was blown?
Marco, lower that beam.
He just hit
Bro.
his likes.
I know what that mean.
Killed that.
I know what that mean.
He blame TikTok.
Yeah, I know what that mean. Marco,
That was so
lower
hard,
that
bro.
beam.
It's a concept album.
I know what that mean.
He mad at his label, and his show was only filmed from one angle.
Yeah, I know what that mean. I don't do lines. I seen him turn my sister crooked, but my 4th grade best friend is addicted and he looks it. He just broke down the pills while I broke down the reasons why he shouldn't. He slid him over to me and I pushed it. I pushed that shit away. I got boundaries you didn't know. I do. You gotta be a pretty girl to push it in my nose. Tippy toes is what my dad chose to leave the bedroom with. He acted way too suicidal for a child, so when I was 10 and shit, when he slept too long, I had to check on him. I did. Big respect to him. I love you. Ever since I watched The Godfather, I don't like people sitting directly in back of me. My father showed me The Godfather, and that's the only thing he did that was fatherly. Don't talk to me. Talking to men bother me. Too much time on your hands, go have some fun or stack some cash or something. It's past the cup, I need a happy buzz. Vodka got me talking with a lisp. It's not a Grey Goose, it's Daffy Duck. Happy brunch, happy birthday. What's your lucky number? 24, always been my lucky number. It's me and my sister's birthday, and it's how many hours are in a day, and that puts me in first place. So when Dad died on the 24th, I took it as a good thing.
That was wild how he tied all that together. That's crazy.
What the fuck?
You know, he just said on the previous song, he was like, or it was the skit, he was like, are you gonna keep talking about your dad every single song? It's like, oh, my dad died. Like, bro, and then he continues to do it because he doesn't care. By the sound of it, like, there's lots of issues he had with his dad, and that's definitely affected him in a big way. So I'm like, damn, I would be too if shit like that happened to me. Like, that's a big deal in his life to have your dad pass away and then have all these complicated feelings about it. I really like Marco Plus, by the way. Like, the gun bars he had, like the laser on your head, like playing laser tag, and then there was like a couple others. That was hard as fuck. Oh, man. God. The bass he uses in his production is always just off the charts.
They see how I'm moving, but me, I'm not see-through. See, that's what I do, I just do what I need to. They ask how I am, I just am how they need me. Replace feeling feelings with just feeling busy. It's cool, but it kills me. It's cool, but it kills me. I'm so used to being let down by the people and things I believe in. You think I'll be stronger, but the only thing that I learned from repeat disappointment is don't let them see it online. Yeah, I promise it kills me.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it kills me.
This production's crazy.
My mama thought I'd be a superstar right about now. She always went to bat for me. I'm letting her down every time that I tell her the show was in that full capacity. I promised that woman a mansion. I promised that woman a life with celebrities. I know she's not gonna say it, but she don't want to hear no more promises. She's almost 70. Every time I get momentum, I lose the momentum like it wasn't meant for me. Get an idea, then a brand new idea, then I leave the idea that was probably best for me. I don't care much about being the richest, I care a lot more about reaching my destiny. I know that mama is never gonna say what she think about her son, and it's down with trajectory. Me, I'm not see-through, she asks what I do, I just do what I need to. They ask how I am, I just am how they need me. Replace feeling feelings with just feeling busy. It's cool, but it kills me. It's cool, but it kills me. I'm so used to being let down by the people and things I believe in. You think I'll be stronger, but the only thing that I learned from repeat disappointment is don't let them see it online. Yeah, I promise it kills me.
Like, this production is so crazy. I can't make up my mind if I like it yet.
Facial recognition everywhere I go. My life is weirder than I thought it would be. Always thought it could be cool to have it. Am I wrong to tell you that it's bothering me? Strangers come up and they usually all mention older music from an album or two. Even though they're showing love, I still internalize it as what the fuck happened to you? What the fuck you doing? Where the fuck is between somewhere token? Fuck you doing? And really all he said was holy shit token. I love you, I love household name. Can we do a pic? How did I become a person? I don't see a blessing that's next to him, showing him all that love. Maybe this shit just isn't meant for me like I thought it was. They see how I'm moving, but me, I'm not see-through. She asks what I do, I just do what I need to. They ask how I am, I just am how they need me. Replace feeling feelings with just feeling busy. It's cool, but it kills me.
I can totally see why, like, a lot of people would really like this song, but this wasn't my favorite.
This rain keeps pouring from the clouds you made for me.
See You Leave.
Thought this all done,
Steven
but the storm
Rodriguez.
won't let me be.
Not familiar.
Sit here all day thinking how I couldn't see.
He has a good voice.
Time we lost it, and I break to see you leave.
Why don't I forgive you? You laying in a grave, and I woke up at a young, healthy age. So why don't I forgive you?
His grandma or his dad?
You today looked around, and I was only one of 8. So why don't I forgive you? Nobody wanna say it, but if anyone deserved it, it was you. So
probably
why don't
his
I
dad.
forgive you? I only feel bad for the ones who feel bad when they do. When they do, I'ma tell them they got better shit to feel. Promise I'ma keep it real. What does blood even reveal? You're my dad's dad, but you're why my dad never healed. I'm sorry, but I'm not grieving. He was dead to us way before he stopped breathing. The last time we spoke was 4 years ago even. And I was fine with that before he died, so why can't I forgive myself neither?
Another song about his dad and his feelings surrounding the whole situation.
Sit here all day thinking how I couldn't see the time we lost it, and I'll break to see you leave.
Why don't I forgive you? You laying in the grave and I woke up at a young healthy age, so why don't I forgive you?
Damn.
You know I'm self-made, we both laying in the product of our ways, so why don't I forgive you? I wrote no eulogy today, but your brother had a page. Can I say shit? How could he forgive you? For all the silence and the hate, and all the trauma and the pain that you leave him. Got the same name, but I changed ways of the meaning. Now the name rang and it maintained something deeper than the same hate and the same shame that you catered. Kinda hate that I'm doing your last name a fucking favor. You don't deserve that. Dad was almost homeless, he ain't never heard a word back. Nah, he don't deserve that. I heard you were asking about me on your deathbed. How you still got me dealing with regrets? Can't forgive myself neither.
Rain keeps pouring.
Another subscriber just ruined my immersion again. Bro, you could, I might cut this up, but like I was gone right there. Like I was lost in the song.
Should I have been there more? All them birthday letters I ignored, calls, texts I ignored, shit. Should I have been there more? Dad would even answer yours. So who'd I even do it for? Should I have been there more? Told myself to pick a side. Was it honesty or was it pride? I should have been there more. Too late to make it right. It's too late to make it right. Moments hold more weight when they're spent with someone who ain't here no more, so I've been feeling regret. The problems feel a little lesser when they ended in death. Too busy picking a side to take a peek over the fence. I know I could've done more. Too proud to be mature. I was 9 telling you I like to rhyme. Used to keep it up, I ended up fine. Now it's too late to see me tour. I never told you how I felt, cause I ain't wanna hear your voice. Never knew the way I felt, so I ain't even make a point. Probably thought I was just selfish and I didn't make the time. Used to think that you were wrong, now I know that you were right. I see the picture of you, seen you in a different light. Started asking about your upbringing and childhood life, and now it makes some more sense. You're just the product of the struggle. I'm sorry and I love you. I should have been there more.
Wow. Damn. It's just so sad. Like, man. If you're watching this, let the people in your life know that you love them before you can't anymore. That's all I'll say about that song. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is probably my favorite song on the album. Anyway, you can go watch my reaction to that. The next song is probably my most anticipated song on the album. It's called Peter. No idea what that's a reference to. Which Peter is he talking about? I'm sure we'll find out. Oh God. Yeah.
Peter picked a peck of pickled peppers. How the fuck I pick a hoe?
There we go.
It's like tic-tac-toe, I keep my exes in a row. How we become enemies, I really don't know. I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not a sorry ass. Good morning, ho, can I get you a water out like a degenerate who can regenerate? Liquor be waking me up with the scaries. I gotta go hibernate to get that further away. People are driving that run with their friend. I'm on knocking each window and tell them their friend is fake. I find it funny you talking shit about all your homies and don't think they doing the very same. All of your boyfriends are cheating and all of your girlfriends know who gon' be fucking them after you. Think out of mind if it's told I'll be hitting the bathroom to get him to simmer his attitude. I used to live on a cul-de-sac, but I don't like being cornered. I'd rather an avenue. I like a post on a post like a platypus, platter the puss. Look what I put my palate through.
Every day when they color rapper through, you go then like Harry, they're gonna laugh at you. Crack a few like the comedians have to do rapping new. Then I got a platinum plaque of you. You get jacked to do, then you was like a poo. Abracadabra from me, get a stack of rule. Having you capping no stacking this whack of you. Yapping your crap as a fair, yabba dabba do. Penny pushing the percentage they pay to us. Missing my money, machinery made for you. Don't let that dominant dollar you brought. I can to you in the face to back. Think you standing on business, you like to dust.
All right, we're reloading it. I'm not even gonna try to break down all the bars, guys. I will do that over time. Let me know, leave a comment if you made it this far in the video. Leave a comment, what was your favorite bar in this song? Because there's probably going to be so many of them. This is why I was looking forward to this, by the way, because their last, you know, YouTube rapper, that song was like amazing. I love their chemistry, and the transition to text verse was amazing. I'll listen to that again.
I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not a sorry ass. Good morning, ho, can I get you a water out like a degenerate who can regenerate? Liquor be waking me up with the scares. I gotta go hibernate to get the threat away. People are driving around with their friend. I'm on knocking these windows and tell them their friend is fake. I find it funny you talking shit about your homies and don't think they doing the very same. All of your boyfriends are cheating and all of your girlfriends, so who gon' be fucking them after you? Dig out of mind if it's told I be hitting the bathroom to get him to simmer his attitude. I used to live on the cul-de-sac, but I don't like being cornered. I'd rather an avenue. I like a post on a post like a platypus platter. The post look what I put my palate through.
Every day when they color rapping through, you go then like Harry, they're gonna laugh at you. Crack if you like the comedians have to do rapping new, then I got a platinum plaque of you. You get jacked to do, then you is like a poo abracadabra from me in this track. Half of you capping, no stacking this whack of you. Yapping your crap and fail, yabba dabba do. Penny pushing the percentage they pay to us. Missing my money, machinery made for you. Don't let that dominant devil delay you, bro. I convey to ya in the face to bust. Think you standing
Oh my God.
All because you make no moment to make moolah. So superior slip and I slay you, bro. I'm big guess, big Beirut blood.
I just told that chubby rapper hit the gym, you way too much. I
That
just
was
told that Christian
fire.
rapper shut up, bitch, you pray too much. I just told that syllable rapper dork, you saying way too much. I just told his model girlfriend throw it up, she ate too much. Peter picked a peck of pickled peppers, how the fuck I pick a hoe?
That's so good. That's so funny. I don't know why.
I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not a sorry ass. Tic-tac-toe, I keep my exes all in line. Talk about me, but I can hear it from behind.
Okay.
Did a number on her, but I still gave her her prime.
Yeah.
I just made a 10 to a split. Is she now a 5?
Yeah, okay. I have not been very critical in this reaction video, I will point out. But I will say, I think all 4 of those bars in a row, like the prime number thing, and then a 10 becomes 2 5s. Like, there was like 4 bars right in a row. I've heard all of them. They were all very they've all been said a million times in rap songs. Keep my exes in a row. That was the first one.
Did a number on her, but I still gave her her prime. I just made a 10 to a split. Is she now a 5?
Hey, you get the murder from Nina all over the planet. I'm pushing it right at the satellite. Thinking about pushing them over the cushion. And me and my lady, we're using that ragonite. Not the mineral genitals, had a fight. I'm in the middle, not little, my appetite. Then I'm busting on through like a megamite. I got a friend like a good bite.
All of my homies are fake, and we truly got nothing in common except that I'm also fake. I put my kids in her face and I leave just to let them discuss what they get me for Father's Day. She used to
Oh
love
my
me, now she
God,
woman and
there's
now she
another
used to
one.
let 'em a call away. Every time I want to kill myself, I try distracting myself in the mall with a shopping day. Body so sensitive, she like a hair trigger plus a party in the back like a mullet. If I do crush a car, I might just build me a cabin with anything interiors with it. I'm trying to find me an older woman, but today I'm in a 22 like a bullet. I tried becoming a friend of a rapper, he ended up hitting his girlfriend, I couldn't.
I make a move when I'm playing the groove, I get them in the
Holy
mood and the
shit.
people, they love it. I got a new one that's coming your way in the summer, I really just gave you a nugget. Fuck it, it'll be so good to hear it, I know all the people are sick of the rubbish. I bet all the women that hear it are gonna be begging for that second Nina to plug it. Mr. Punk's appearing me with peons, I pee, I don't predict the flow. Speaking of flow, I got the type that really rake in the dough.
Yeah, that's facts.
I get the evil there with my foe. 5 Nina's live, back, we're talking go.
Peter picked a peck of pickled peppers, how the fuck I pick a hoe? It's like tic-tac-toe, I keep my exes in a row. How we become enemies, I really don't know. I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not a sorry ass. Tic-tac-toe, I keep my exes all in line. Talk about me, but I can hear her from behind. Did a number on her, but I still gave her her prime. I just made a 10 to a split. Is she now a 5?
Oh, that's
I just
the
told that
hook.
loser rapper, make a friend, you have no bros. I just told that whole Canadian rapper, pussy, go back home. I just told that 35-year rapper, don't lie about your age. I just told that label head to let that rapper out his cage. Losing respect for the people I used to look up to, bro. Don't with your heroes like cornballs. I'm trying to become a girl, cause when you catch a girl,
Ooh,
then
shout
I'm
out
watching it,
JPEG
it's your
Mafia,
fault.
bro.
Talking like both of her, like shaking so much they gave out that work and she left with the floor crop. People love telling a joke about me like I won't be a legend the day that the Lord caught.
Oh
get
my
it? You not supposed
God,
to be here.
dude.
If you keep acting like it, like the shit you doing right now, you never gonna be here again, man. Figure it out, you fucking weirdo.
Okay, I know I talked a little bit of shit about the hook and how those bars have all been used before, but I still think they're clever regardless. Plus, the flows and just the structure of that song is everything I hoped it would be. Like, it's kind of what I expected, so that could be a good or bad thing. It's not a bad song by any means. Definitely not a skip. Probably one of the standouts still. But yeah, lots of funny bars, lots of clever ones. This one's called I'm Your Baby.
Internet trolls raised me, ads raised me, Nickelodeon raised me, Dan raised me, super bad American pie, Hollywood signs, triple X search raised me, I'm your baby. Mom left my dad and never talked to a man again. just to paint a picture how the marriage went. And that's just what I thought what every marriage was. I still would call it love, but I never saw them touch. And I knew it wasn't sex, I only seen them kiss once. But married for 20 plus, when I was young, if it was nudity in movies, mama put some anger to it. Little did she know that I wasn't a stranger to it.
Internet trolls raised me, ads raised me, Nickelodeon raised me, Dan raised me, super bad American Pie, Hollywood sounds, triple X search raised me, I'm your baby.
I was infatuated with sex when I was 6. Mom blamed it on the music, so CDs were edited. But it wasn't the CDs, the privacy intrigued me. You look when they say don't look. So I was 8 scribbling pictures of a naked body till the teacher found my notebook. She had to make sure my home's good, so I was put in therapy. Imagine a therapist studying an 8-year-old's rendition of naked breasts.
So young.
I was always questioned, especially because I only grew up with women present. My therapist put down his pad during one session and asked if I ever thought about my mom and my sister naked. I don't remember what I said, I just remember the feeling of realizing my mom and sister were big breasted. I broke out crying, I couldn't stop and I didn't know why. It's funny which memories stick with you. I was 9.
Keep going.
When I was 12, I started hanging with older kids.
Wait, hold on. That is not... I'm sure there's a bunch of context left out, but like, there's no way his therapist just sat down and asked that, like, out of nowhere. That is a crazy thing to just... My God. This went someplace I did not expect us to go. This is super heavy.
With women present, my therapist put down his pad during one session and asked if I ever thought about my mom and my sister naked. I don't remember what I said, I just remember the feeling of realizing my mom and sister were big breasted. I broke out crying, I couldn't stop and I didn't know why. It's funny which memories stick with you. I was 9.
Keep going.
When I was 12, I started hanging with older kids. They would tell me things and they would show me things. Teachers always said I had an old soul. Must have been just my soul, cause my brain didn't know a thing. A mutual friend led me to this older kid's house. We were in his basement, 2 other older kids round. When my homie left, I should've left, but I stayed there. Didn't know these kids well, but I felt safe there. Shouldn't have felt safe there. Dirty conversations about the girls in their grade where people lost virginities. Me, I ain't even kissed yet. I didn't even think about getting my wet. That night I was talked into doing things I ain't wanna do. A lot of I don't knows, a lot of come on dude, a lot of no one's even gonna know, a lot of closing eyes, a lot of long showers and no appetites.
Internet trolls raised me, ads raised me, Nickelodeon raised me, Dan raised me, super bad American Pie, Hollywood sounds, triple X search raised me, I'm your baby.
I just started dropping music at the time, writing love songs about a girl I hope to find. Playing Wayne tapes, knowing I could never say the first body to touch my body looked just like mine. It's funny which memories end up sticking with you, cause I forgot it even happened till I turned 22. Then it all came back and it felt brand new. Wondering if it plays a role in relationships I pursue, or is it just a distant memory that never left a mark? One night my homie had some questions at the bar. He said, why do all of your girls look fresh out of a magazine? I said, it's just my type. He said, I feel you, but I mean, what if the perfect girl for you was normal looking? Would you do something? I said, what? He said, it just feels like you're trying to prove something. And you know that everyone knows you well, so maybe you still trying to prove something to yourself. What are you still trying to prove?
Hey, that friend sounds better than his therapist to me, bro. Those are the real questions. I think he definitely
me, ads raised me, Nickelodeon
hit a vein there.
Me, Dan raised me, super bad American Pie, Hollywood sounds, triple X search raised me, I'm your baby.
Oh my God. That was just like such an uncomfortable song. I'm interested to like watch this back and see my body language throughout that song. When I'm editing. That's an insane song to like basically, I mean, not end your album on, but like it leads into the last song of your album. Like that's insane. The last track is called Diary Number 1 Karma.
Yeah.
That implies there's gonna be more diaries, maybe? I don't know. It's kind of a weird title.
Daddy wasn't a man, so daddy didn't raise one. I turned into a bitch by the time I was in grade 1. Bitches crave attention, I savored it like it's fine wine.
Whoa.
Bitches write diaries, and I just made mine rhyme. My ex is telling the town that I cheated, I swear that I ain't even cheat. I guess I can give you the truth about her if she wanna lie about me. I was the one who broke up, so I let her decide what the narrative freeze. But shit, this is only my diary. I can be honest, it's just me to me. You're the only girl that I ever loved, and I love you the same today. You walking into my dad's funeral is the image I always replay. Shit, after that I went crazy. I left everybody and moved to LA. You said I felt like I made it, then left you, but you know that wasn't the case. You said I'm using my dad dying as an excuse to not give a fuck about you. I got in my feelings and told myself maybe that's true. I gotta man up and be through playing a victim, so I didn't think about that. I really said fuck my dad. Dad is the reason I'm weak, that he died and he just made me weaker. Fuck all that. But why am I making decisions based off your opinions? We don't even talk. I never said a bad word about you when you tell everybody I'm lost. Every so often my sister is spiraling, wondering what that would do. I can't even help her, I'm forcing myself not to think about him, and I blame it on you. My sister be noticing signs, we go through his stuff. I'm jealous cause she feel attacked from an angel. I don't feel shit, I can't even picture him feeling nothing is worse than it feeling painful. I don't know why you still got such a fucking impact on me. I'm the one who broke you first. You're the one who broke me down and broke the way I think about myself, which is worse.
Daddy wasn't a man, so daddy didn't raise one. I turned into a bitch by the time I was in grade 1. Bitches crave attention, I savored it like it's fine wine. Bitches write diaries, and I just made mine rhyme.
My ex is telling the town that I cheated, I swear that I ain't even cheat. I guess I can give you the truth about her if she wanna lie about me. If you had a goal to make people think that I'm the piece of shit who broke you, I don't see the point in lying about what I did, just say what I did do. Label money I was pouring through. Tell them how you never got a gift. Tell them how I never spoiled you. Tell them how you saw me every chance, encouraging fans to chase their dreams and help the crew. But I never once supported you. Had a dream to be a singer. Vented to me about your engineer, and I would change the subject every dinner. Everyone inside my team knew how talented you were. It was obvious to us. I could've connected you with so many people, but I didn't give a fuck enough. Look how the story unfolds. I posted you on my page, so you got recognized at all my shows. But never once for your own talent, how it was supposed to go. Only because you were mine, I never let you be your own. And you never asked for a favor. Maybe you just were afraid you looked like you were using me, because on paper people could have thought you loved Token. I know that you only love Ben. Matter of fact, you were the only one. Matter of fact, my only real friend. If anything, I was using you. Never would have thought of that, huh? Posting you all on my page now, so fans can see I got a bad one. Fans can tell me I'm relationship goals. Fans can tell me I deserve that. Everything I did was ego-based. You're the one who observed that. You're the only one who got used. Authentic love you gave to me. Let's talk about what I gave to you. You will tell them that I gave you grief. Your friends will tell you that I gave you no peace. Your dad will tell him that I gave you deceit. I will tell you that I gave you a reason to not believe in yourself and just in me.
Holy
and then your
shit.
doctor gave you a seat, brought up the test results, and I'm the one who gave you. I was someone you need meditation for. Never would have thought I'm also someone you need medication for. I cut the tension with a joke, but I gave you a reason to laugh. At a man who has his career figured out, but nothing solid after that. And you gave me 48 months that I miss every part of. Memories I don't get far from. You gave me light, then you brought the dark up. She gave me nothing but karma. Diary 1.
Alright, well,
Wasn't a man, so daddy didn't raise one.
this is such a weird way to end your album. I don't know.
Savored it like it's fine wine. Bitches write diaries.
And I just made my rap.
What? I would go as far to say, like, that is one of the only songs that sounded like it shouldn't be the outro. Because Diary 1 implies that there's others, you know? So I'm, like, waiting for something to come next. And, I mean, I guess that could have been his goal. Like, a cliffhanger, kind of, for, like, the next album or something. But I don't think that was his intention. That was a really bizarre way to end the album. Didn't sound like an outro at all. Super, super heavy, describing his relationship with his girl throughout this time. Like, brutally honest, because it's his diary, you know? And I like the bar about, like he didn't have, like, an actual diary. He just made his rhyme. Like, he just turned to music to do that instead. I forget how he phrased it, but that is I'm Not Supposed to Be Here. Such a versatile album. The pacing is very good until the last two. The last two songs did not make sense in the pacing of the album, in my opinion, at all. But everything up until that was great. There was just a lot of, like, egotistical talk and like toxic masculinity and just like certain bars that just made me feel like uncomfortable, or like, am I supposed to be like rooting for this guy? Like, obviously he's being like brutally honest, he's like keeping it real, like that's all I can ask for in like a rapper. But like, bro, like there are some hard truths to swallow on this album, like, and it's just a very, pretty much every song is like very complicated, interweaving relationships and like stuff like that, feelings I can't relate to because they're so unique to his own life. And that kind of is a turnoff for me, like in terms of coming back to a song. Also, I cannot see myself bumping a lot of these songs. They're way too heavy, uncomfortable at times. They're sad at times. If I'm in a sad mood and want to listen to like sad music in the car on like a rainy day, I'm going to listen to like some indie like music or folk, you know? I'm not going to turn to like an aggressive rap song about a personal story about like his dad dying. Like, you know, like there's just, it's way too niche for me to like apply that to like my own. Like, I would never be like, oh yeah, I really want to play this song today so I can listen to Token talk about his dad dying and how he, like his fallout with that and how he can't ever forgive him. Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, but it is good to see those type of songs at the same time in somebody's discography. So it's like, I'm kind of torn there, because this album gives you plenty of bangers. So like, I can't even like say that for the whole album. But honestly, my favorite songs are still the singles, which is kind of disappointing, I will say. Marco Polo was really cool. The Tech Nine song was really cool. And the Ren song was exactly that. I think it was just a Ren song. So if I want to listen to Ren, you know, that's a good song. Like, I think that would work better on a Ren album instead of a Token album. But yeah, guys, lots of thoughts I had about the album. I hope I summarized it good enough. What did you think? What would you disagree with me on? List your favorite and your least favorite song. This is such a versatile album. I have no idea what those answers are going to be in the comments. But yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. Token has come a long way, and I think he still has so much potential to grow. I hope he figures his shit out, because, man, he's got a lot of baggage, bro. But yeah, if you're still watching and you like my reaction, please, it would mean a lot to me if you subscribe or like the video at least. It is almost 1 a.m. here. I wake up at 6 a.m. every morning to go to work, so I will edit this when I wake up before work. That's kind of what I do for you guys. So that's why some weeks I don't react to albums, but this was a special one. So if you like this type of music, subscribe and join the fan. We react to new music every single Friday. So with that being said, guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you next Friday for some new music. All right, guys, peace.